I mean, hip hop is such a powerful influence on young people all around the world. I think oftentimes a lot of rappers even here don't realize how global it is. You can go to any country in the world, and there are people who even learned how to speak English by listening to rap music.
Really?
Yes.
That's actually very interesting.
I've actually met people. I'll tell you something crazy. I'll show you how deep it goes.
Okay.
I've been to countries. I've traveled a lot around Central and Eastern Europe. I've been to countries like Serbia, Slovakia, Estonia, Lithuania, and so on. There are people there who don't even know that the N-word is offensive.
Because they've heard it in music
they've heard
that they
so
like.
much in music and movies and in comedy and so on. And there's no black people there. They don't have the same demographics and history of the USA or even the UK or anything. And so they will just they'll just say it, right? Like they'll see me. They've never even barely seen a black person before. They'll be like, "Yo, what's up?" And you're like, and it's even hard to explain to them. It's hard to explain to people because it's used so.
I mean, it's a hard concept
so
to understand here, where it's like certain people it's okay to say it, certain people it's not. It's offensive here, it's offensive not. I mean,
it's a weird one.
It's kind of contradictory.
It is, and it's confusing. I don't use the word at all. I'm not a fan
Neither
of it.
do I.
It's not in any of my music, but people have these different opinions on it, and it's the only word in the English language really that has all these weird rules, and depending on who says it and how they say it and who they say it to and exactly how they pronounce it has like a very different context and so on. So I think that perhaps people would be a bit more cautious with it if they realize the global, I bring that up to say the global impact.
So basically the rap industry has taught people who wouldn't otherwise know it to say the N-word.
Yes, there are some of them who think that that's the actual word for black person.
So should the rap industry not use that word anymore?
See, this is the thing, and people have tried to do this before. I remember about 20 years ago, there was a movement actually by some American leaders to try to bury the N-word. They actually did a funeral for it.
That's kind of weird.
But a lot of rappers were like, nah, right? Like, we're just going to do what we do. So I'm not into trying to police other people's language. But I think that if people are conscious of the impact that their language and words can have, same with people's actions, right? Like, it's not my business to be trying to, I certainly don't want to use the force of the state to force people into speech patterns and behavior and so on. That's much of what we push back against. But if you have rights, yes, we have a right to freedom of speech, but you also have a responsibility and a duty with it. So yes, you can say what you want.
Well, that's the difference between law and influence, right?
Exactly.
Right.